A, Jody departs for his antelope hunt. He'll be a couple days ahead of me. I'm going to try and go down and help him decoy and spot and all that other stuff. Looks pretty happy. So, good luck.
Thanks. See you soon. Hopefully.
Alright, September 14th, 2021. Jody's antelope hunt. We're down in southern Alberta, currently camped in Foremost. So,
way to go and giving up the spot. Jeez.
Yeah, well, guy gets his tag once every 12 years. I'm sure he can give up some secrets. After a morning of glassing, we finally came upon this buck. Looked pretty decent. Jody's trying to get a Pope and Young buck for his Grandmaster award. I intend on doing an additional show about the Grandmaster Award, but it's a program that's put on by the Alberta Bow Hunters Association. Essentially, you have to get 6 Pope and Young animals from 6 different species, all within Alberta. Each buck we saw was put to the test. Jody would look through the binoculars or the spotting scope and assess the size of the horns. He applied each measurement to the Pope and Young scorecard, which he carried around in the truck. Alright, just take me through what you see there.
Well, this little fella, he's got 2 does bedded to his right. Doesn't have a lot of mass. Horns do have a nice little curve, but they're probably only twice the length of his ears. And he's got cutters that might be good one day, but he doesn't carry any mass above his cutters, so I don't think he's the one we're looking for today.
Oh, hey mister, do you know who we are? I found it extremely hard to both videotape and hold the decoy up. The ground down south is like cement, and to push the decoy into the ground was near impossible while filming.
Jody, I see her.
Day 2 was filled with stalks and decoying. Unfortunately, nothing came to fruition. This next buck came in when he had a doe and was the largest buck that we'd seen in 3 days. Definitely a shooter buck, and Jody couldn't capitalize on this opportunity.
Well, Jody, we got our target buck in front of us at about 400 yards, you'd say.
Yeah, too far to shoot, that's for sure.
That's because you're shooting that older PSE. If you had mine here, you'd shoot him, no problem.
I don't know about that.
In the 3 days we had been hunting, this by far was the biggest buck. I was faced with trying to stand up the decoy, videotape, and try and range for Jody. This buck was at about 55 yards.
Well, Jody, what have we got?
Well, it looks like there's at least 5 feeding, about probably close to 300 yards, but I think we can close probably close to another 100 without being seen at this point.
Is there any shooters?
Can't tell.
But we had shooters at this hill.
We did have some at this hill. I don't know where he went.
We had also an encounter with a decent one too. That
He's close.
This buck was just simply not big enough.
134 yards.
We determined this to be a really good buck. Unfortunately, it had been wounded by another hunter and it would limp along.
I don't have my rangefinder, won't go that far. Hopefully this will work out.
Above the shelf that you can see in the video lies a big buck with some does that Jody's making a play on. I'm going to have to stop here and let him continue by himself. Jody managed to pull off the perfect stalk and execute a perfect 3-yard shot on this antelope which came running into the decoy. This was such a fun hunt. I can't wait to draw my tag next year. We saw a lot of animals and had a lot of good times. Thanks for stopping in.